How's it going, y'all? Welcome back to another video here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about obviously Scream 3 and obviously Scream 5, both obviously in the same video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as always, and tell me if I'm right or wrong, of course, and tell me what you guys think. But I'm going to be talking about obviously people out there, okay? I've heard many people. Now, I don't know if you guys ever heard this before, but I have heard many people out there say that Scream 5 is better than Scream 3. Now, I don't agree with that as you guys I don't agree with that at all. Scream 5 will never be Scream 3 in my opinion. Um that's just my personal opinion. And the reason why is because Scream 3 is a Wes Craven film. And he had all those creative moments and like the creative moments, the chase scenes. The characters are always had good character development. And Scream 5 had any of those. Scream 5 didn't have neither of those. Didn't have chase scenes. Didn't have good character development. So you can't sit there and say that it's better than Scream 3. Like in what universe? I don't think it is. Now, and of course people are going to say that, and everybody has their own opinion, but everybody prefers, I guess, has like their own like preference. But the way I'm looking at it is, I'm always going to pick Wes Craven over Radio Silence. And because radio Wes Craven, again, he's a legend. He's the one that's created Scream. So really, without Wes Craven, there's no Radio Silence. So you're basically saying that Radio Silence is a better filmmaker than Wes Craven. And I don't like that. I don't like when people say that. Um, and look, Scream 3 had, okay, a lot of people didn't like Scream 3 because it was about like Sydney's mother and all that most of the time. You know? And obviously the brother thing. A lot of people didn't like that. But honestly, you guys already know Scream 3 is the most underrated Scream film in the franchise. And I'm always gonna stand by that. You know? And people may say, well, it's not as enjoyable as part two and obviously Scream 2 and Scream 1996. Well, that's just your opinion. I personally think it's underrated. I actually liked it a lot, as you guys know. You guys know that Roman is my favorite killer in the franchise. So I can't sit here and put Scream 5 in front of Scream 3 like ever, you know? And if you want to say that, I mean, that's just your opinion. But I'm not going to sit here and put that over. I'm not going to put Scream 5 over Scream 3, you know? Because Scream 5 didn't do as good as Scream 3, in my opinion. It didn't have any chase scenes, didn't have any good character development. Um, and plus, Scream, obviously Wes Craven, it's Wes Craven, man. Like, you can't sit there and say that Radio Silence is better than Wes Craven. Like, you just can't. And if you say that, well, that's just your opinion at the end of the day. But at the same time, Scream 3, a lot of people hate it mostly because of the mother thing, because it was about Sydney's mother the whole time, most of the time. And people did really like that, which that's okay not to like it. But, I personally think it's the most underrated, the most unappreciated film in the franchise. And it had a lot more like intensity. a lot more great chase scenes, great chase scenes. Just overall, just more entertaining, and also too, Scream 3, the rewatchability for Scream 3 is like I could watch that. I could watch that any day. Like I could watch that all day, every day if I want. I could watch it over and over and over with no problem. But with Scream 5, it's like, well, I had to kind of like force myself in a way to watch it, I guess. Like, you know, as to where the other Scream films, I could just put it in, and the rewatchability is like high, for me with Wes Craven's films. So it's just I don't really understand like why people, and of course everybody has their own opinion, but I'm just speaking my opinion, like my personal opinion about it. Like I don't think Scream 5 is on the same level. I just don't. Okay. The rewatchability is low, really low for me. Like with Scream 5, the rewatchability is really low for me. Like I can't like rewatch it like the other Scream films. Especially Scream 3. Like I could watch that film like over and over and over, no problem. Because it's that great to me, you know? But yeah, with Scream 5, it's just like, like I'm not saying that Scream 5 is totally trash, as you guys know. Like I think it's obviously it's a Scream film, and of course I have it in DVD. I'm not saying that it's totally trash, but I'm just saying like they create like this overall like creativeness and all that is not. They didn't have any creativeness. The chase scenes weren't there, which is crazy because they were showing tribute to Wes Craven. Which how can you be a fan of the Scream films and not have any chase scenes? That I'll never understand that. But that's just my opinion, And of course, there's going to be people out there that like Scream 5 more than Scream 3, and okay, that's your opinion. But for me, I can never put it over Scream 3. I can't put it over any of the other Scream films that were, Wes Craven films, I just can't. Because Wes Craven's films, the rewatchability is just like I could watch those over and over. Like no problem, And they just had way more creativity in those films, that way more, just a lot more entertaining to me, Like Scream 3 was more entertaining. And it's iconic as well. And it's a classic. I call it a classic, because it came out obviously in the early 2000s. So, and it came out in 2000. So that film is always going to be a classic to me. And I can't sit there and put Scream 5 over a masterpiece like Scream 3. Like, I just can't. That's just my opinion. And you guys already know I'm a defender of Scream 3, so that's the reason why I'm kind of like not like getting mad over somebody like having an opinion, but even though I disagree with their opinion, I'm not gonna sit there and bash them for their opinion. I mean, those people out there that have, again, everybody has their own views. Everyone has their own like personal like preference, and I'm not going to sit there and bash them for that, But personally, me, what I'm always going to pick Wes Craven before Radio Silence, like any day of the week. So that's just my opinion. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about people saying that? Because honestly, it's not really surprising, because a lot of these new people, a lot of the people who say that they probably haven't watched the other Scream films. They never watched, Wes Craven's version. Never watched like the originals. So that's probably the reason why they say that, because it's a new generation now, and people just seem to think that because they haven't watched like the classic ones, like the originals. So that's just my opinion. Scream 3 is always going to be better than Scream 5. Scream 5 will never be in the same universe, in my opinion. That's just my opinion personally. Anybody could disagree with me. Like, I really don't care what, you could disagree with me, but that's just my personal opinion. But anyways, guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as always, and just comment down below and tell me if I'm right or wrong. Until the next one, peace out.